Hello YouTube, how you going? It's Jason here. And I just thought I'd grab some of my Xbox original games and pull them out and show you some of the titles that I have in my collection. As you can see behind me, there's a bit of a gap in the shelf, and that's where I pulled these out from. The ones you see on the shelf that are green are ones I've pulled out before and gone over, and trying to keep track of what I'm actually showing, but I know there's one or two here that probably I've shown in the past. When you're looking at your collection, you see it so much that you don't remember what you've done and what you haven't. Same with the PlayStation. You see those spines are out, no labels. Other ones I've covered before. So I've just grabbed a stack of original Xbox games, and when these came out, of course, there was such a range of games available, and that was because the PC games were being converted over to Xbox. So some of the mechanics didn't really quite work as well as what they could have, but it did give a big range on the original Xbox. If I remember right, they were pumping out titles pretty hard because the PS2 was backwards compatible with PS1. So they had some tough opposition when it comes to games. But Microsoft, being the giant it was back then, had a lot of PC games they were able to port over. And this is a prime example. Big Mother Truckers 2, Truck Me Harder. You can imagine the title in correspondence to the game, but when you play the game's just a truck that drives around with a whole lot of slurs and sort of thing in the game. It was only a mature audience here, which made it up to the age of 13, but in Europe and Australia it was an R16. Another one, Ninja Gaiden. It was a R16, so you had to be over 16 years old to get the title. In pretty good condition. And one of the niceties to have is the fact that it is actually a coloured book with some cool artwork. Of course, I forgot to show you inside. Another one, 50-cent, bulletproof. It has original soundtrack from 50 Cent in it as well, so you can imagine why it's an R18. Some of the lyrics are a bit controversial. Another one, Dukes of Hazzard. I quite enjoyed this game, mainly because I used to watch the show when I was younger, and it's got its own little video skits through it, which made it pretty cool, even though the characters aren't particularly the best graphically. Yeah, the book. So to give you an idea, characters kind of look like that. So they're a little bit challenging, but it does have the original actors' voiceovers in the actual game, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's some quite good nick. Ant, pretty cool game. Cover art. Oh, surprising. Coloured booklet. It's not as common as what you might think, the coloured booklets here. They're mostly printed in black and white for one reason or another. TIE 2 or TY2. It's a pretty cool game. A lot of fun. I bought this on Trade Me, on our trading site. For no particular reason other than I didn't have it in my collection and it was a good price. Battlefield 2, Modern Combat. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this game. Reason being is because had an unusual mechanic in it, and that was that you could be driving the tank and then push a particular button and aim to where you wanted to project yourself to, and then you could end up being flying a helicopter. So when you're in a full-on battle, you could jump backwards and forwards from tank, helicopter, car, or you could even be on top of a building snipering. So and you could do that in real time. So it sort of replaced you with a drone, I suppose, while you walk to wherever you want to warp and the battle would continue. A really cool game. I do have it also on 360, I believe, here somewhere, and that's the version that I played as well as this. I enjoyed the Xbox original so much that I bought the 360 version just to play it in HD. The graphics do suffer a little, but the mechanic in it is a lot of fun. And I don't think they've repeated the same mechanic in a game since. Max Payne 2. The R16 game. Due to offensive language and sexual themes. It's another copy of it. Don't know why I've got two. Oh yeah, one has the spine sticker. Half-Life 2. A cool game. Graphically, the characters suffer a little. Still got a spine sticker. And the book's in black and white. This was bought from Cash and Trade back in July 2018, and it was paid $19. Yep, and it's one that I bought second hand, so it would have been in Cash and Trade, and I would have bought it off the shelf. Toe Jam and Earl 3, a bit of a fun series. I haven't got the book for it, but you know, it is a cool game. It's just a platformer, 3D platformer. Time Splinters 2. I have this on just about every format, and used to play it on PS2 and back in the day. And a friend of mine had a PS2 and would cross network him, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the hunting each other down and shooting each other. And you could also put robots into it, drones. So, you know, you didn't have to chase each other, you could chase the robots and shoot them down. Another one, getting limited edition Mac Echoes, getting contents under pressure up, getting up, I presume is what it's supposed to be. This is a special edition. Controversial fella now. Co-produced by Diddy, or did he not? Who knows? He definitely Diddy something. And it has a cardboard sleeve, and of course the game itself. And the book. Now this would have come out with a DVD at the time as well, which I haven't got, unfortunately. It's gone missing somewhere along the way. It never came with it when I bought it. However, the cover's pretty cool, and the cover's a little bit hard to find if you go looking for one. Starsky and Hutch, or Starkey and Hutch. It's got a spine sticker. And I paid $4 for it. It's got a terrible shooting mechanic, but it's really designed, to be honest with you, as a two-player game, because one person shoots and one person drives. So it's really get your best bud and have a bit of a crack at it, and you can actually use a light gun on it as well. Yeah, not a particularly great game, but when this came out, the movie came out, so it was kind of like a spin-off game of it. Harry Potter and the Philosopher, what is it? And the Philosophers of Azkaban. Far out. Bit faded. I bought it second hand. I would have paid next to nothing for it, so you know, Harry Potter's as good a game to collect as anything else. I bought this for Xbox One as well, and enjoyed it back in the day. And you could actually do it as a two-player game, split screen, or System Link. I think we were System Link. Sorry, I apologise. Yeah, System Link. But we used to play it on PC, and it was a cool run around shoot game. And the graphics were cartoonish. MX Superfly motorbike game. These are harder and harder to find. It's a bit faded on the spine. Even though you think they're pretty common titles, they are actually hard to find now. Motorbike games weren't the best mechanic because they would just seem to pivot. I don't think this one has quad bikes on it. It would have been probably the reason that I looked at it originally was because I thought it was quad bike, but it's just motorbike. Panzer Great Dragon. My cover's quite badly faded. It's an ex-rental. This book's a bit wrinkled, but never mind. Again, I played this on Sega Saturn, which I've got a copy of it here as well, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Back in the day, a real work-through game, a rail shooter, whatever people call them. And of course, when I found a copy of this available on Trade Me, and it was only like $15, I had to grab it. But then again, that's the price I pay for a faded cover. Yeah. And I think I've got this for PS1 as well, so it's an older game. Grabbed in the ghoulies. Bit of a fun platformer, beat 'em up kind of game. Again, the book is in colour, which is pretty cool, which is not as common. I think they just printed black and white because of the cost of coloured printing and all that kind of thing back in the day. Like these are in a nice shiny book. It survived pretty well. Pretty cool to see it's a rare game, which would be Donkey Kong and all that kind of thing. So yeah, it says that down there too. From the creator of Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, they just did a lot of cool, fun games. If you haven't played this, give it a crack. It is a lot of fun. I wouldn't rate it highly, but you know, they did actually do a good job of their games and had good mechanics. Anyway, that's it for now. So that's the stack there. And yeah, I'll do another video later on with some PS2 games. So yeah, for now, please like and please subscribe and take care of yourselves. Bye.